Cost of horse ownership part 3. So this last part of your horse ownership expenses is going to be your most important part. Yep, it's the vetting. So for your vetting expenses, your bare minimum is going to be twice a year shots, spring and fall, your equine infectious anemia testing or your Coggins report, getting their teeth done once or twice a year, and doing a fecal about 2 to 3 times a year as well for deworming. Just like your board prices, your vetting expenses will vary throughout the country. So depending on where you are, the pricing may be different from one side of the country to another. And I'm sorry, I'm just talking like everyone lives in the United States. For the people overseas, in other countries throughout the world, I don't know what their board prices are like. I don't know what their horse ownership prices are like. If you are outside of the US, please chime in and let us know, what are you paying to upkeep your horse? So going back to the vetting portion of this, we've got all of your bare minimum visits for the year. Figure about roughly on average, I would say at least $150 per visit for the vet. Anytime the vet comes to see your horse, figure at least $150. If it's after hours, if there's an emergency, then yeah, you're gonna be talking a lot more money than that. But for the bare minimum stuff, let's stick with that number. Now, outside of all of that bare minimum stuff, you also have to budget for emergencies and trauma and accidents, injury, and colic. If you don't have your horse insured, please at least put them on a supplement that carries like a colic reimbursement program, such as SmartPak or Platinum Performance. Those are both really good options if you don't have your horse insured. But you can also set up a separate savings account. Put a few dollars in it every month if you don't have your horse insured. Let it accumulate and never withdraw from it. That is for your horse only. As a horse owner, you need to always be prepared for emergencies, even for the worst. As far as your horse's savings account / your horse's personal insurance, I would recommend to keep a decent chunk of money in there. And by decent chunk, meaning it should be at least a 5-figure number. At the bare minimum, have something in there to cover colic surgery. The cost of colic surgery is anywhere from about $10,000 to about $20,000 if there are post-op complications and your horse has to be hospitalized after surgery. If you have that money on the side and your horse does decide to colic or hurt themselves, then you have a good cushion to fall back on. So in a nutshell, having horses is expensive. There is just no 2 ways around it. Get to know what your prices are in your area, budget accordingly, plan ahead, and hopefully you'll be able to do it if that's what you really want. If I've missed anything, let me know.